are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, I'm trying to remember the last time I said this. There's no hockey today.
Oh no, darn! But there's two Game 7s in NBA,
and there'll be a Game 7 tomorrow in the NHL. But unfortunately, we do not have Colorado-Dallas Game 7 tonight, which sucks. But that's beyond the point. We do have two games in the NBA. We have a full NHL card as well. Our MLB card as well. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. It wasn't a fun day yesterday. Baseball is what really tanked me because every other sport was good. Just baseball was just putrid yesterday, and it was just frustrating because it was the combination of extra inning losses and coming up short by one run and things like that really cost me.
And the Mets.
That was an extra inning loss.
Mm-hmm.
I had multiple extra inning losses yesterday, including that game that when Texas, which we'll talk about during this recap here. 2-8 in baseball for me. We'll start off with the loss with Cubby run line. They win 1-0, but they don't cover. Rays money line plus 115 was a winner. Mets were up 9-5. They were up what? No. They were up 7-2, 9-5, and lost 10-9 in extra innings. If that's not a candidate for one of the worst beats of the baseball season so far, I don't know what is. When you blow that big of a lead, which was just absolutely frustrating. So there was that. And then Philly, Washington, first five under 3.5 was a winner. And then that was all the winners I had. I doubled up on Minnesota. They get their ass whooped. First five, minus 125. Full game, minus 120. Loser. Oakland, Kansas City finishes 5-3. I had over 9. Loser. Oh, Houston had a one-run lead heading into the fifth inning where I had the first five minus a half and give up 4 runs in the top of the fifth inning. That was frustrating. Padres money line got postponed. Angels, we'll save that one for last real quick. Cincinnati Reds plus 185 loser. Angels plus 120 loser in 13 innings. The most incredibly frustrating thing about that entire game was I was watching the last couple innings, and they emphasized this on the broadcast. The Angels went 0 for 18 with runners in scoring position. No, I'm not exaggerating. No, I'm not being outlandish here. That's not a typo, or I did not misspeak. 0 for 18 with runners in scoring position. I was so happy being on the Angels money line, hearing that yesterday. That was just great. So 2-8 in baseball, down 6.95 units, which cost me any chance of a winning day yesterday. WNBA went 1-0. I had Atlanta Phoenix over 170.5. It barely got there. I think it was 88-85. Edmonton Oilers team total over 3.5. Winner, full game over 6. Push. So 1-0-1 in hockey, up a unit there. 1-1 in the NBA, up 0.25 units. Maybe I should have taken the points, but I went for the score with the plus 150 there. And it happens. First half, they cruised to that first half win. That was as easy as it gets. Plus 125. And then the full game money line was a loser. So I split out. Still was profitable because both of them were plus money, but damn, that was frustrating watching them choke that game away. And that wasn't a foul. That was all ball. That was not a foul at the end of the game there, which gave PJ Washington 3 free throws down a point with 2.5 seconds left. Yeah. So, yeah, and then I lost my plus 180 on the Thunder to win the series as well that I bet after a game. What was it? Game 3? Game 3. So there was that. Overall down. Overall 5-9-1 down 4.7 units.
Yeah, not a good day on the site. Although I'll give props. WNBA went and swept the board. Fever plus 14, never in doubt. The over in that game, never in doubt. and the Phoenix Mercury, never in doubt. So nice 3-0 day for the WNBA. MLS went 1-0-1. I cashed on Atlanta United plus a half, and that was at plus money, plus 104. And I pushed on Miami -1. They won 1-0. And then everything else lost. We did not have a single winner in baseball with the Cubbies run line, the Mets choking that one away, the Astros losing the 13th inning. 13 inning loss for the Angels. And then I had, yes, I probably should have taken the points with the Thunder. I took a plus 145 and missed out on that one. So the Dallas Mavericks will face the winner of the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves that will play tonight. Hopefully it's Denver, but we'll talk about those games in just a second. Down 1.13 units on the site. In terms of college baseball, though, college baseball was actually good to me because I had UNC money line versus Duke, that cashed. I had Vanderbilt on the road plus 135. That was against Kentucky, that cashed. Baylor, I believe, fell short. I'm trying to pull up the college baseball scores from yesterday. Did they fall short? Where'd it go? That was one of the first games. That was against UCF. Yeah, Baylor loses 10-8. Florida, impressive win and kind of put them back in a conversation of making the tournament. They win 19-11 against Georgia. Arkansas gets run ruled. How about the NC State Wolfpack? I've been betting them a lot lately. They finish off the sweep against Wake Forest. So now this year they have series wins or sweeps against the top 5 teams in the ACC: Clemson,
wow,
Duke, Carolina, Wake Forest, and Wake Forest. Somebody else that's in the top, Virginia. So NC State, watch out. You might see a regional in Raleigh. I had Northridge last night. They couldn't get the job done against Santa Barbara. I had Long Beach State, which I believe came through. And Arizona last night took care of number 6 Oregon State. There's going to be a lot of movement around in the rankings, Nick. With certain teams moving up, like NC State, and certain teams dropping. In terms of Wake Forest is going to drop. Duke's going to drop a little bit, but some of these teams, and you might even see some bubble teams that I'm excited because we're about to get into conference tournaments, and I'll have futures for the conference tournaments coming up. Most of those start on Tuesday. There are some games today in terms of Patriot League and Ivy League games. So lots of fun stuff coming up today. So I'm excited for a bunch of college baseball.
Yeah. And then we get regionals and super regionals coming up soon as well.
Yes, we do. Do you want to go to the chat real quick? I'm going to quickly see if I can find anything for college baseball futures.
All right, let's get it started here. Good morning, team. New day, new opportunities. Let's get it. McDavid 2 points, Draisaitl 2 points, Oilers puck line. There you go. Oilers in 7. Yeah. Canes head coach Rob Brindamore has signed a multi-year extension. I laughed when I saw this. So you're telling me somebody who's had a team that has been top 5 in the NHL his entire tenure can't win a game past the second round, gets an extension. Have fun with the Canes being a second round team for the next, how many years did he resign for? They're not going to win an Eastern Conference Finals game with him as head coach. And they will not go to the Cup with him as head coach. He's a good head coach, don't get me wrong. He can't get over the hump. And until he proves it, I will not back him late in the playoffs. So, yeah, I thought this was hilarious. I think the Carolina Hurricanes need a new voice behind the bench. And that's why, and I kind of assumed he was going to re-sign, because when I saw Craig Berube signing with Toronto Maple Leafs, I assumed that he was going to re-sign. So yeah, new name in the chat here saying these dudes are lazy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Giants run line, Yankees run line, cash cow. Yeah, I should have pulled the trigger on the Giants there. But the Yankees, they were close to minus 300, so that was why I stayed off of them. Tigers 8-3 wins over the Diamondbacks. Detroit is back. Yeah. Hi Tim. Hi Nick. How are you guys? Sorry we lost power there. It's all good. Usyk plus 122. Cash it. That was a once in a lifetime match. Every belt on the line. I have no idea what you're talking about. Canes can't win with Rod. Bold, very bold indeed. Yes, I was stunned to see that he got an extension there. I thought they were going to go elsewhere. But let's get into this. Here we have the Game 7s here. The New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks 3.5-point favorites with a total of 207.5 in this game. This line opened up with the Knicks as 3-point favorites. Now they're 3.5. So we had a half-point line movement here towards these New York Knicks. Line opened up at a 208.5. Now we're seeing a 208. So we've had a move towards the over, or no, 8.5 to 208. Yeah, so a move towards the under, my bad, and a move towards these Knicks. 65% of the tickets and 60% of the cash is on the New York Knicks, with the line moving towards them. 98% of the tickets and 98% of the cash is on the over, with the line moving towards the under, which definitely brings my interest towards an under in this game. And I love unders in Game 7s. I need to take a look back at what the numbers are behind unders in Game 7s in general. Doesn't matter what sport. Because if I remember right, that unders hit at a really high rate when it comes to Game 7s. The market's moving towards this under. I have an interest in this under here, and we're starting to see 207.5 as well, but I'm still seeing 208.5 here over on FanDuel and DraftKings. I'm going to move over on DraftKings here, under 208.5 here for Game 7 for me.
I just took the Pacers, and I took them outright. I'm probably going to not learn from my mistakes yesterday with when I took the Thunder outright. I got the Pacers at plus 146 here. I've been saying it all series. I still believe that this Pacer team wins the series. And the way that I look at it, I feel like Game 5, that 30-point blowout for the Knicks that they won, I think they put everything into that game. And I think that I don't know if they have much left. That would be the big concern with them, is I just don't see them having much. So when it came to this one, I think the Pacers sneak it out. And I think the Pacers are slowly figuring out what to do with Brunson. And that is, double team him and have other people beat you. And I don't think the other players will beat him. So if you keep the ball out of Brunson's hand, that's going to be the way that they win this game. I'm taking the Pacers here at plus 146.
Here you go. Yep, I'm on the I got under 208.5, minus 110 over on DraftKings.
Sounds good. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jojo Rabbit. Pacers. Yes, Pacers. Nick, any parts for the Astros and Milwaukee Brewers for pitching matchups? Spencer, it's spaghetti today.
Yeah, we'll get into it later.
Well, yeah, we will.
I want to see how that line moved.
Hola, amigos. What's up, Markel? Lean under. I could see that. I will not be taking an under in this game, Nick.
Jeez, 198. That's actually very appealing for an under. Let's get into it here, though. This line opened up with the Nuggets around 4.5-point favorites. It got up to a 5 at one point. It's back to a 4.5. And the line opened up at a 199. It's down to a 198. So we've had a point move towards the under here as well. In this spot here, and really no line movement on the side. We have 53% of the tickets, 50% of the cash is on the Nuggets. So really, that's why this line really hasn't moved, is because the splits are about even for So not one side's taking more money or anything like that. 96% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the under with the line moving or on the over, my bad, with the line moving towards the under. I kind of just want to take both games under the total and move on. Like that's kind of my thought process behind this. And if I'm looking at a side here, it's Denver or nothing. And I'm seeing other books open this up at a 4.5 and move it to a 5. So it looks like we do have a little bit of line movement here towards the Nuggets on some books. Bet Online was not one of those books. But when you have a team that just got blown out the game before, that's generally a spot that I like to back. And this has just been a series of teams taking turns blowing each other out, because the games in this series, the first one was a 7-point game. Okay. But then 26-point game, a 36-point game. No, 26 math, a 27-point game, 8-point game, a 15-point game, and a 45-point game. So I look, I mean, can we see this being one of the closer games? Maybe. I lean Denver. I have Denver to win the series at plus 110. So I'm going to ride that out. And I'm actually interested in adding maybe a first half full game type of split here with the Nuggets here.
I think this is the Nuggets blowout spot for sure. I whenever you see a blowout like that one, that last game was to the point where the starters were out by the beginning of the fourth quarter. They scored 9 points in the fourth quarter as well. And I don't know about you. Did you see the picture of Joker during the fourth quarter?
No.
It's just standing on the sidelines, hands behind his back, staring at the court, being like, shit, I want to get back in there. Yeah, that's a scary man right there that I do not want to be playing right now. And I think you're going to see I know it's tough for this to happen, a career game for Jokic tonight. This will be a legacy game 7 for him. And with that, I am on the Nuggets. Yes, I took them. I got them at minus 4.5. I also took the over 197.5 because when a team, what did they score? 75 in the last game? They scored 70. So they scored 70 in the last game. Yeah, that's not happening again. So I think the Nuggets score at least 110 here. 110, 115 by themselves. And as long as Minnesota scores 100, this game is going over the total. So give me the over between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, along with the Nuggets here, minus the 4.5.
Fair. I think a good look. Oh, wow. He's the only one they're offering for this. Can I interest you plus 155 Nikola Jokic triple-double?
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic triple-double with the Nuggets money line.
I like it.
I don't actually. Yes. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can parlay those.
I'm on the under first half. Joker triple-double. Nuggets first half. Sorry, Nuggets first half. Yes, and the under. Wolves, Towns, and Gobert 10 plus rebounds each. No. Wolves plus 165. No. Nick, Tim, when did you guys power last week? No, we did not lose power. Nuggets go home tonight. No, they do not. No, they do not. Let's hop into the baseballs.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in a couple plays real quick here. Over on DraftKings, Denver Nuggets first half minus 2.5. Over on Fanatics, full game minus 4.5. So Nuggets minus 2.5 first half, minus 4.5 full game. Is where I'm going to move on this game. I'm going to double down on them. I had full intentions on doing this, and now it's time to go pull the trigger on it. So, first half minus 2.5, full game minus 4.5 here for the Denver Nuggets in this game. All right, heading into the baseballs, we have the Boston Red Sox and the St. Louis Cardinals. Let's get up all my information here for baseball. Get up the line history, get up my spreadsheet, get up the cash flow. Let's get all this set up. I came into this card with one play so far in the MLB. because I did a free pick video on it last night because there was no hockey. So I did a free pick on the LA-Texas game. But this is Red Sox and Cardinals. Red Sox minus 115 favorites. Total of 8 in this game. Taking a look at the line history in this one here as that's waiting to load. There we go. Where we have Slick Nick Pivetta versus Matthew Liberatore. This line opened up with the Red Sox as minus 105 favorites. It's now 122. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 120. It's now an 8.5 minus 113. So we've had a move towards the Red Sox. We've had a move towards the under in this game here. 90% of the tickets, 88% of cash on the over. The line moving towards the under. It's moved a couple cents towards the under. 48% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Red Sox with the line moving towards them. So we have the sharp money coming in on the Red Sox with the line moving towards them. Pivetta, 6.52 ERA, 1.24 whip, 8.38 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 0.93 walks per nine, a 250 BABIP, but 8.29 FIP, but a 3.36 ERA. On the flip side, Liberatore, 5.06 ERA, 1.31 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%. 3.38 walks per nine, a 295 BABIP, a 4.37 FIP, and a 4.27 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Red Sox. Hitting edge does go towards the Cardinals, who hit 111 WRC plus, which is 8th versus righties, compared to the Red Sox 98, which is 15th. The line moving towards the Red Sox make them appealing here. The sharp money on the Red Sox make them more appealing here. The pitching advantage makes them appealing. The bullpen advantage makes them appealing. And I'm probably going to move on the Red Sox here. And I can get minus 125 over on Fanatics with them here. I'm going to move on the Red Sox in this game. Looking for them to, I believe, win the series because I think they won yesterday, but they lost the first game, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the way I'm going to move on this game. Red Sox, money line for me.
The Cardinals are going for the sweep. I'll quickly mention that. But yeah,
totally blank
because they won 7-2 yesterday. I kind of lean over in this game. And the only reason why is you got a Cardinals team that's pitching has just been awful. And they're 9-1 of the over their last 10 games. So this has been a Cardinal team that has been scoring runs galore. And I think this is a Boston team that could put up runs with them. Obviously, Boston was more on an under run and been more of an under team this year with their pitching that's been solid, but their pitching has not looked good this series in St. Louis. And I will probably look towards an over in this game, over the 8. I know it's dropped from 8.5 to 8, which is a little bit concerning. I might stay off of it, but it is a lean that way at the moment. I'll let you know by the end of the show if I jump on it or not.
Fair.
Cardinals. I'm not going to talk you off of it. I like the Sox, but don't trust it. Pass. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Let's jump to this game.
Yeah. There we go. Sorry, I was just locking in a play. And for official tracking purposes, it's a 4.5 at minus 115. But I was able to get for the Nuggets 4 at minus 114 because I used a boost for it there. So so there's that. So I got the Nuggets minus 4 there. And then I was able to Fanatics gave me a boost today to use. So I was able to get the Red Sox at minus 114. But for tracking purposes, it's 125 because not everybody can use Fanatics. There. Philadelphia Phillies and Washington Nationals minus 225 for the Phillies. Total 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. As we have the Phillies opening up at a 225, it's down to a 222. So we've had a couple cent line movement towards the Natties. Line opened up at a 7.5 at even money. It's now 7.5 minus 115. So we've moved towards the over here as well. We have 92% of tickets, 91% of the cash is coming in on the over, which explains the line move towards it. We have 94% of the tickets are on the Phillies, but 65% of the cash is on the Nationals, with the line moving a couple cents towards the Natties. And a pitching edge, I believe, that actually is, I think, closer than people think. Trevor Williams and Aaron Nola. Trevor Williams, 1.04 ERA, 1.1 whip the last 30 days, 6.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 2.42 walks per nine, a 243 BABIP, a 304 FIP, and a 4.12 SIERA. On the flip side, Aaron Nola, 2.86 ERA, 0.98 whip, 9.35 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 1.56 walks per nine, a 283 BABIP, a 2.31 FIP, and a 3.03 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Phillies, 3.9, goes towards the Phillies. And then the hitting edge goes towards the Phillies as well, 128 WRC plus, which is second compared to 80, which is 25th. And looking at this spot for me, I can only look Natty's first 5. That'd be the only spot I would be looking there in this game would be Nationals in the first 5 innings, which you can get around plus 185, plus 190 on ESPN bet for. That'd be my lead in this game would be Natty's first 5. I don't know if I'm pulling the trigger on it yet, though.
It's kind of hard to fade the Phillies right now. This has just been a team that's been out of control. 30. Obviously, they've played 3 games against teams over 500, but 33-14, they're winning the games that they should. And these are games that they should. You can now, granted, 4-3 and 4-2, maybe a look towards an under in this game. Trevor Williams has been quite solid for the Nationals this year in terms of making us money, because you look at him, he's got the Nationals are 7-1 when he starts, which is quite impressive. The only loss for him, Nick, is against the Oakland Athletics. Other than that, when he pitches, they've beaten Pittsburgh when Pittsburgh was good. San Fran, they lost to Oakland. Beat Houston, Miami, Texas, Baltimore, and Kansas City. Not Kansas City, Chicago, White Sox. So this has been a little bit of a trend for Trevor Williams. Has been solid, but going up against Aaron Nola, I understand why the line is where it is. So this is going to end up being a complete stay away, because on the opposite side, Nola, when he pitches, the Phillies are 7-2. So these are 2 pitchers that have been making us a lot of money, and Nola's only losses are to Atlanta and Toronto. So, the Toronto loss is not good, but Atlanta, fair. But that's going to keep me off this game. But these are 2 pitchers that we've been making good money off of.
Yeah, I'm super tempted in the Nationals first 5 in this game, but I'm not going to pull the trigger.
Sounds good. Back to the chat, Nick.
Where do you leave off? Because I'm seeing 20 because I haven't clicked on it in a minute.
I'm seeing 6, so there.
I had the under in cards. I'm going under today. There you go. Good luck. Got to lean towards the Natty. Yeah. Phillies minus 1.5. Cash cow. No, the line's not moving towards them. Line's moving against them. Unless if the line did move towards Philly, this would be Philly run line. But it didn't. Mm-hmm. It hasn't. So no. Pass first 5 lean Natties. There you go. My up 2 early one yesterday again yesterday. The Rays. I believe it's on 14-3 the past 17 days. Give me the Brewers today for it. Good luck. I don't know how I'm moving on that one yet. Harper home run. Hey guys, I'm going for the Astros in this one. We were talking about the Phillies, but okay. We'll move on though. We have the Oakland A's. Baltimore Orioles. There was the I was looking at. Against the Seattle Mariners, minus 145 for the Orioles, total 7 in the game. Taking a look at the line history in this one here between Corbin Burnes and George Kirby. Line opened up at a 145. It's down to a 144. So we've really had no line movement, a penny towards the Mariners. And the line opened up at a 7.5. It's now a 7. So we do have a line movement here towards the under in this spot. So there's that. Let's move over towards the line or towards the cash flow. 98% of the tickets and 98% of the cash on the over. The line moving towards the under definitely piques my interest in this under. 84% of tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Orioles, with the line really not moving either. So that's kind of interesting as well. We have Corbin Burnes and George Kirby. Kirby's have been awesome.
I love Kirby.
1.5 ERA. Huh?
I love Kirby this year. He's been fantastic.
Yeah. 1.5 ERA, 0.7 whip, 9.6 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%, 0.9 walks per 9, a 203 BABIP, a 2.78 FIP, and a 2.81 Sierra. On the flip side, Corbin Burnes, 3 ERA, 1.07 whip, 7.2 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3 walks per nine, a 235 BABIP, a 3.82 FIP, and a 3.94 SIERA. He's been pretty good as well. Not as good as Kirby. So I do see a pitching edge towards the Seattle Mariners in this game. Bullpen edge goes towards the Mariners. Hitting edge does go towards the Mariners as well. 104 WRC plus, which is 13th against righties. The Baltimore Orioles this year have been actually pretty split. They do have decent splits between lefties and righties. They mash lefties. Unfortunately, George Kirby throws the baseball with his right arm, where they hit 75 WRC plus, which is 28th in baseball the last 30 days. They don't hit righties, the Baltimore Orioles. And I look for George Kirby to shut this Orioles team down today. I like 2 spots in this game. We're going to start it off with, I want to see what the number is for this one here. We are going to start this off with first 5 under 3.5. Nope, under 4. We can get under 4 at minus 130 on BetMGM. First 5 under 4 minus 130. And then we are going to head over to stay on BetMGM, where they're giving me plus 125 with the Seattle Mariners full game money line as well. So we're going first 5 under 3.5 or under 4 minus 130, full game money line plus 125 with the Mariners as well. I look for Kirby to have a game today.
I love George Kirby. He has been a moneymaker for me for a while. But it's the Baltimore Orioles every single day. Day number 44 of betting the Baltimore Orioles every single day and seeing if I can be profitable. I did not cash yesterday, but their money line is minus 145. Their run line is plus 155. They are 28-15 on the money line this year, plus 5.4 units. They are 22-21 on the run line, and you are up 10.5 units, so about up 15.9 during this run so far. So I'm going to just keep on following because it's been making me money. So Baltimore Orioles every single day. Let's keep riding.
There you go. Good luck. I'm on the opposite side for today.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Where did you leave off?
It says 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still trying to learn where the cash cow is. It's the home team that's minus 180 to minus 220, and the money's public's moving. Public money on one side on the favorite, and the line's moving towards the favorite.
Yeah, I believe it's 180 to 260 or 280, if I'm not
something like that.
I think 180 is the bottom of the barrel for it. I generally look for $2 though. I generally look for $2 favorites when it comes to that angle.
Yeah. Never again Mississippi State college baseball. Up 3-2 late, loses 4-3, room at 12-2. That is rough. Mississippi State falls to Missouri yesterday. I still believe with a couple wins in the SEC tournament, Mississippi State can go from, I know all their fans wanted to fire their coach mid-season to possibly hosting a regional, if not being so Mississippi State's real, and that team, and you're gonna kind of they're kind of a better version of, I think it was 2 years ago when I kind of called Ole Miss to win it all. Well, I didn't call them to win it all per se, but I backed them every single, all through the regionals. Mississippi State's going to be one of those teams that is going to give somebody a problem if they have to go there, or they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I'll call it, I got to see where they line up. Mississippi State might be an Omaha team for me, as long as they don't get matched up with some of the bigger teams. But if they have a favorable route, like if they host a regional, they're probably going to be a 14-15, so that's going to kind of be rough. But if they can get like a Clemson and a super regional, I think they're live. But that's nonetheless, I do like Mississippi State. Yes, it was a bad game for them yesterday, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Never again. That being said, Mariners. No, I do not like the Mariners. There's the link to my Twitter where I keep track of all of that's the Baltimore Orioles every single day slip. So there you go. Nick, the blasphemer. I heard Bum's undefeated against the Mariners. Oh, Burns is undefeated against the Mariners.
How many starts has he had against that team now?
Probably not a lot because he played for Milwaukee most of his career. So
that's what I was thinking. So what? 2-0 against the Mariners?
It's a great question.
3-0?
Lines moving towards the Mariners. That's honestly with me. It does not. The line movement does not matter with Baltimore Oriole games. It just I back them every single day. So that's all it is. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. So Corbin Burns versus Mariners stats. He has faced them 5 times.
Oh wow.
Oh no, sorry, 1 time.
Oh, 1 time.
So
he's undefeated in 1 start against the Mariners.
In 2023, went 5 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs. That's some interesting data for you. I had to look it up because they mentioned it. So
yeah, fair enough. We head to the next matchup here, which might be a play here. Let's get into it though. New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. We have Carlos Rodon and Chris Flex in your pitching matchup here. I'm seeing this line open up at a 300 over on Bet Online, and now it's gone down to a 292. Line open up at an 8, it's up to an 8.5. So we've had to move towards the over. We've had to move towards the White Sox in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here, where we have 96% of tickets, 98% of the cash coming in on the Yankees with the line moving towards the White Sox. And we have 78% of the tickets, 77% of the cash on the over. The line moving towards said over as well. Let me take a look to see if this falls into the system. Where, let's see, Bet365 minus 305, Caesars 320, DraftKings 325, ESPN Bet 300, Fanatics 325, FanDuel 320, then MGM 300. White Sox first 5 money line. White Sox full game money line for me today. No team in Major League Baseball should be a minus 300. So there's that. I'm getting plus 240 over on Bet365 for the first 5 and plus 260 for the full game. And I'll probably, when it comes to this game on the full game money line over on DraftKings, I'll click that button for the up 2 promo for the White Sox here as well.
No, I'm not doing that with you. I respect the minus 300 fade grind. That's fine. I'm not going to stop you from doing that, but there is 0 chance I'm backing Chris Flexion, who has been he's been all right. This team in general has just been really bad, and I still believe that the White Sox are the worst team in baseball. And I'm not backing Carlos Rodon, so I'm not taking the Yankee run line or whatever. And it's probably very juicy as it is. No, I did not feel the need to get involved in this game. Good luck to you on your minus 300 fade, but I will not be getting into that with you.
Yep. And it looks like I'm moving over books here because I went over to DraftKings to go bet that full game. It told BetStamp told me it was plus 260, and I get there it's plus 245. So I'm shopping around here trying to find this best number on the full game money line. There it is, plus 260 over on FanDuel.
There you go. Do you know who's pitching for the Brewers today? Yeah, it's Colin Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Sundays are for the Dogs. Yes, they are. Okay, I might have misunderstood. I just wanted to confirm if it's true. Colin Ray. Yes, it is Colin Ray. Yankees cash cow. No, they're a little bit too big of a favorite to be a cash cow.
The line's moved towards the line is moved towards the White Sox. So no. That's one That's one of the things that has to happen is the line has to move towards the home public favorite. That's part of the actual thing.
Yes. Got burnt yesterday and looks like I'm in the front of the Yankees. Shake my head. I hate myself if White Sox win first 5. That's fair. This game is a pass for me, guaranteed.
Yeah, I've made some money with this series. The Blue Jays can't seem to beat the Rays. And by the way, I'm punching in the ticket here for this one. White Sox money line or first 5 money line plus 240. 240 for the first 5 plus 260 for the full game. Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. We have the Blue Jays pick 'em in this game, total of 8 in this spot, and I've cash plus money with the Tampa Bay Rays the first 2 games here. And I have a feeling I can maybe talk you into playing this game. This line opened up at a 107. It's actually up to a 109. So actually, it's moved 2 cents towards the Blue Jays. Yeah, line opened up at an 8.5 at minus 110. It's actually down to an 8. So the markets are suggesting that potentially Alek Manoah pitches well here. We have 52% of tickets, 75% of the cash is on the Blue Jays, with the line moving towards the Rays. Oh, no, with the line moving towards the Blue Jays. My bad. It's moved 2 cents towards the Blue Jays with 52% of tickets, 75% of the cash on them. So sharp money on the Blue Jays with the line moving slightly towards them. 95% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the over in this game, with the line going from an 8.5 down to an 8. So markets are screaming that Manoah actually pitches well in this game. Also, Savali's been pretty bad too. 8.87 ERA, 1.71 WHIP, 8.87 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 3.09 walks per 9, a 3.73 BABIP, a 4.4 FIP, and a 4.06 SIERA. Manoah, 4.91 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, 9.82 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 4.09 walks per 9, a 2.41 BABIP, a 6.12 FIP, and a 3.92 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Rays. Hitting edge goes towards the Rays. 101 WRC plus, which is 15th, compared to 87, which is 21st. I had full intentions on coming into this game and betting the Tampa Bay Rays to complete the sweep over the Toronto Blue Jays. This market's going to keep me off of it. Something tells me Manoah actually has a decent start today. I'm staying off this game. I had full intentions on betting it, and after truly breaking it down, I have no interest anymore. This is a pass for me. As much as I would love to go ahead and fade Manoah, it's a no play for me.
God, I want. I don't bet Blue Jay games often, but it is Alek Manoah Day, everybody. Who's ready for Alek Manoah Day? Because I am. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays today, and I'm just gonna fade Alek Manoah every single time. I am not a fan of him. I think he is garbage, and we've seen it the last couple of years. He had a really good year, an all-star year in 2022, and he has been nothing since. And I love every single game that he is up in the majors because I know it's going to be a game that the Blue Jays lose. And sign me up. So you're not betting this game in general, right?
No.
All right. I'm doing fade Manoah. Tampa Bay minus 101. I'm putting it up now.
Yeah. I mean, Tampa Bay is the only way I can look. I have no interest in putting my hard-earned money on Alek Manoah, but I will not be betting against him today.
Cool. We got our first baseball play up on the site now.
There you go.
Back to the chat for me, Nick.
Let's click back here and we will. Come on, work. There we go. Where did you leave off?
We'll skip Mo Harris's comment and go right to him.
Yeah. Yankees Yurfie has been a cash cow, 10-2 the last 12. There you go. Rays minus 1.5. Manoah on the mound. Yikes. Yup. First 5 under 4.5. That's actually a lean for me. I know that sounds crazy. I was actually leaning under in this game. Blue Jays money line. Yeah, Manoah. Savali gets hit low key. That's my main concern. For the Rays today is Savali on the mound. Yeah. But we will move on here to this matchup, which was an absolutely frustrating game yesterday. But here we go again. We have Alek Manoah. Or not Alek Manoah. That was last game. We have Sean Manaea and Sixto Sanchez. This line opened up at a 130. It's up to a 134 for the Mets. So we've had to move towards the Mets. Line opened up at an 8 even money. It's up to an 8.5 at minus 106. Move towards the over and a move towards the Mets in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this spot here, where we have 99%. I think it's 99% of the cash is on the over with the line moving towards it. So that kind of checks out there. And then we have 76% of tickets, 84% of cash on the Mets in this game as well. We have Sean Manaea and Sixto Sanchez. Manaea has not been bad. 2.36 ERA, 1.28 whip. He's actually been one of the better pitchers on the Mets staff this year. 6.41 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%. 4.39 walks per nine, a little high there. 2.69 FIP, or BABIP, a 3.15 FIP, and a 5.20 Sierra. On the flip side, Sixto Sanchez has not been very good. 5.19 ERA, 1.62 whip, 6.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 3.63 walks per nine, a 3.45 BABIP, a 3.87 FIP, and a 4.51 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Mets. Hitting edge goes towards the Mets as well. 99 WRC plus, which is 27th against righties, compared to the Marlins 85 WRC plus, which is 21st against lefties. And it's pretty simple for me. We're going back to the Marlin fade. Yes, I've been aware it's lost the last few games. That's going to happen. But with that being said, this feels gross, but this is at the absolute max of my juice limits. I'm going with the Mets at minus 140 here.
We will be fading the Marlins again. I'm grabbing the Mets at minus 133. That's about the max juice that I will lay. So there you go. You can't let a couple of games put you off of something. We've faded them. How many games in a row now? This is going to be 46, 47 games in a row. Nothing's changing here. Good job. They came back and made a huge comeback and great win on them or whatever. Do it again. And yes, they've won 4 in a row. We're going to get hit sometimes. And I'm just going to keep fading the Marlins every single day.
Because they're going to be a 100-loss baseball team.
They will. And guess what? We are still up massive. I don't know the exact numbers of the Marlin fade. Let's look according to covers, because normally covers is pretty close. And then I could always look up what they are afterwards. So in terms of money, the most profitable team in the MLB is the Yankees. The least profitable team is the Miami Dolphins.
The Marlins.
Dolphins. Yeah, Marlins. Yep. But no, we'll keep on fading the Marlins here. Mets money line minus 133.
There you go. Yeah.
Savali gets hit low key. Oh wait, no, you already got this. Pass. You would have thought Mets would sweep them, but no, they will not. Mets money line. Yep. Over. I could see the over. Mets run line. Yeah, I could see the Mets run line. Over first 5. I don't know. The problem is Sean Manaea has been pretty good this year.
Yes.
And the Mets have been pretty good the games that Sean Manaea pitches. So I'm not really in the business of trying to fade him. He's been one of the more solid pitchers. 14 earned runs in 41 innings for the Mets this year for Manoah. So not Manoah, Manaea. So not a guy that I want to fade. Not to mention the Mets are 5-3 when he pitches. So you're up money if you've backed him. And then thumbs up from Real Deal. All right. Let's keep on going. We still got a bunch of games to go.
Yeah, we have the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians minus 115 favorites, total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Chris Paddock and Tanner Bybee. Line opened up at a 125. It's down to a 108. We have this line opened up at a minus, now down to 108. So we've had a move towards Minnesota in this game here. And we have this line opening up at 7.5 minus 120. It's now a 7.5 minus 104. Move towards the under and a move towards the Twins, suggesting Chris Paddock pitches well here. Let's take a look at the cash flow. 99% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over, with the line moving towards the under. So I have no fear in this under money whatsoever. We have 17% of the tickets and 54% of the cash is on the Twins, with the line moving towards the Twins. I have interest in the Twins here in this game. In this spot, they just got blown out yesterday as well, which does pique my interest. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Chris Paddock and Tanner Bybee. Paddock, a 3.18 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 10.16 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 1.59 walks per nine, a 384 BABIP, a 2.76 FIP, and a 3.10 SIERA. On the flip side, Tanner Bybee, 4 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 10 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 1.67 walks per nine, a 286 BABIP, a 3 FIP, and a 3.05 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards these Guardians, and the hitting edge goes towards the Twins. 113 WRC plus, which is 7th, compared to 92, which is 15th. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to back the Minnesota Twins, and I'm going to back them to get off to a good start early in this game. I'm going to take them in the first 5 innings. Minnesota Twins, first 5 money line for me.
Yeah, welcome to another AL Central game. I think if I was going to look at a side, it'd probably lean towards the Guardians. I'm not really interested
in a blowout win yesterday.
I still don't believe in this Twins team. I really don't. And you got Cleveland going for a sweep here. They're starting to look a lot better. They took 2 out of 3 from Texas. They've won 5 out of their last 6. And it's a Minnesota team that's, after had a really, really good run, they've struggled. They've struggled the last little bit. So, and they've lost 5 straight, 6 out of 7. So no, if I'm going after anything, I'm thinking that Cleveland finishes off the sweep here. Normally, I would say, yeah, let's jump on the Twins. They're not going to get blown out again. They've lost 5 in a row. So no, I'm not really interested in the Twins today. It would be a lean towards the Guardians in this one.
Yep, I'm going Twins first 5 at minus 105.
Okay. We'll head back to the chat. If my StreamYard's being slow. Come on, StreamYard. There we go. Man City already up 2-0. Too easy. For EPL today, I only put up 3 plays, although I could have put up a lot more. I had BHA, Newcastle, and Everton plus 2.25. So, morning, gentlemen. Guardians money line. I would lean that way. Oilers never in doubt. This is why. Why is this line a pick'em?
Mine's
because
dropped.
because these are 2 teams that are very even. That's why it's a pick'em. I see the NBA refs had Mavs money line and forgot about the Game 7 script. What a screw job! But also seriously, OKC blew it. Yeah, they had a huge lead, and they just couldn't hold on. Twins 0-5, the last 5. The books know the Twins money line. No. Orioles and Nationals Nerfies. Sure. Why not? Now, I was able to cash on my Royals yesterday, Nick.
Yeah, that was annoying. I came up a run short on that with that over. But it is what it is. Let's get into it here. The Oakland Athletics and the Kansas City Royals in this matchup here. We have the Royals opening up at 170. It's down. It's up to a 167. So down to a 167. So we've had a move towards the Oakland A's. Line opened up at an 8.5 at minus 120. It's now a 9 at minus 116. So a move towards the over here once again. 97% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the over, which explains the line move towards the said over. And we have 90% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Royals, with the line moving towards the Athletics. So we have looks like the market's liking Oakland a little bit here. JP Sears has been pretty good. 3.68 ERA, 1.13 whip, 7.98 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 1.53 walks per nine, a 268 BABIP, a 4.51 FIP, and a 3.63 SIERA. On the flip side, Brady Singer, 3.9 ERA, 1.30 whip, 9.46 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 3.34 walks per nine, a 3.03 BABIP, a 3.33 FIP, and a 3.70 SIERA. Bullpen edge going towards the Oakland A's. Hitting edge going towards the Oakland A's, 114 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 86 WRC plus, which is 20th. I like the Oakland A's a little bit in this game. Whether or not I pull the trigger on them is another story. This is A's or nothing no for me in this spot.
JP Sears has been one of the pitchers that we trusted for the Oakland Athletics, and even though this is an Oakland team that you're finally seeing the true form of the Oakland Athletics, because 2 weeks ago they were almost even 500, and now they're 10 games under. So welcome back, Oakland Athletics, including losing 6 in a row and 9 out of their last 10. Poor Oakland Athletics, because I really like this team. I thought they're doing really well to start the year, and now we truly see it. And not to mention during this losing streak, the 6-game losing streak, and losing their last 8 out of 9, they've gotten run lined in 6 out of the 8 games that they lost. So for me, it's got to be Royals or nothing. I know it's JP Sears, and we've liked JP Sears, but this is a Kansas City team that obviously I'm super high on, and they have an opportunity to go 10 games above 500 right now, and they are second place in the American League Central. I have their over win total. I have their over thing. So hey, I'm super high on them. So I would go Royals run line here for me. Finish off the sweep against the Oakland Athletics.
Good luck. I'm Oakland or nothing in this game, and I don't think I'm pulling the trigger.
Fair enough. I'm not paying the Burns tax. It's just Burns might use the DK promo on Mariners. I wouldn't, but that's just me. Mariners money line. Sorry, Mariners. I was just looking at that. Royals money line. It's got to be run line or nothing, because money line is minus 160 something. Nationals and Rockies are my other leans for the promo. Haven't decided yet. I'm off the Rockies wagon now. This just in: Sabres stud Bowen Byram has been suspended 1 game at Worlds as a result. Oh, okay, I don't care. I thought he was actually suspended in the NHL. I'm like, oh, okay, that sucks. It's in Worlds as a result of making contact with Jesse groin using his stick in a violent manner. Pugliarvi? That's how you pronounce that one? Pugliarvi?
Yes, Pugliarvi.
God, okay. You know what? At least you know what it says. Rays money line with Phillies money line. Any other parting ideas?
I think the Nationals can kill some parlays today. I think if you go in and you take Athletics money line and Nationals money line, you'll be profitable because one will win today. And White Sox money line, you'll be profitable.
Just nerfy in this mid matchup. There you go. Royals minus 1.5. The Royals are going to win the division. If they're going to win the division, they're going to need these games. That is correct. I put 3 units on the Golden Nuggets today. They should be angry at. Yes, they very well should be. Royals almost a cash cow.
No, the line's
close
moving towards Oakland. No, the line's moving towards Oakland.
No, they're not.
If the Royals line will move up to around the 180 range, then there'll be considerations for that to be a cash cow. But it's not high. It's not high enough, and the line's not moved towards them. So let's get into the next matchup here, where we have the Houston Astros and the Milwaukee Brewers. With the Astros as minus 125 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Spencer Arrighetti and Colin Ray. This line opened up with the Astros around 138 favorites. It's down to 133. So we do have a move towards the Brewers. Line opened up at a 9. It's down to an 8.5. So move towards the under and move towards Milwaukee here in this spot here. 97% of tickets, 97% of the cash is on the over. With the line moving towards the under. And then we have 26% of tickets and 57% of the cash on the Brewers, with the line moving towards the Brewers. Looking at the pitching matchup here in this game, Colin Ray and Spencer Arrighetti. Ray, 3.90 ERA, 1.30 whip, 6.18 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 3.25 walks per nine, a 253 BABIP, 4.71 FIP, and a 4.67 SIERA. On the flip side, Arrighetti, 6.05 ERA, 1.76 whip, 10.24 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 4.66 walks per nine, a 377 BABIP, a 508 FIP, and a 409 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Brewers. Hitting edge does go slightly towards the Brewers as well. 113 WRC plus, which is 6th, compared to 105, which is 12th. I'm still sitting here waiting for the Brewers to regress, because I do think they will regress. I don't think they're as good as the way they've played so far this season, personally. I lean first 5 under in this game. If I had to bet anything, it'd be a first 5 under. Whether or not I can trust either of these pitchers, though, is the big question mark against two offenses that are above average against right-handed pitching. So it's a no play for me. I would lean towards a first 5 under there.
I mean, I don't see the Brewers regressing. I think that they're a solid team. Obviously, I have a divisional ticket for the Brewers to win the NL Central. I also have them to win the World Series. I know it's a little bit ambitious, and that was pre-Corbin Burns, but I don't think they regress. And I'm not, don't get me wrong, I am not betting the Brewers here. I'm not fading the Astros right now, because the Astros are actually playing good baseball now. And although, yeah, they lost last game, 4-2, they're still playing a lot better than they were in the beginning of the year. So, no, this is not going to be an automatic fade of them. Although it is a lean towards the Brewers for me. But I will say this card's kind of tricky. Not a lot of spots that I truly like on this card.
Fair.
Brewers in the under, first 5 under. Brewers. Is Colin Ray good? He's average starter. He's not. I'm not going to call him terrible, but he's not fantastic. He'll get you 5 innings. Not as interested in the Astros. Okay, you don't have to be. I'm not either. Let's keep on rolling, Nick. We got 6 games left.
Yeah, we have the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubbies minus 120 favorites, total of 7 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have this game opening up with the Cubbies minus 133 favorites down to a 126. So we've had a move towards Pittsburgh in this game. Line opened up at a 7.5 down to a 7. So a move towards the under here as well. 99% of the tickets, 99% of the cash on the over, with the line moving towards the under. 77% of the tickets, 88% of the cash on the Cubs, with the line moving towards the Pirates in this game here. We have Mitch Keller taking on Jameson Taillon. Keller with a 3.48 ERA, 1.23 whip, 8.71 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 2.61 walks per nine, a 294 BABIP, but 3.92 FIP, and a 3.61 SIERA. On the flip side, Taillon has started off the year well, but his numbers suggest that we could see some negative regression for him. 1.61 ERA, 1.11 whip, 5.79 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%, 2.57 walks per nine, a 218 BABIP, but a 4.54 FIP, and a 4.65 SIERA. I think Taillon's more of a 4 ERA type of guy, high 3s, low 4s. Bullpen edge goes towards the Cubbies in this game. Hitting edge does go towards the Cubbies in this game. A 93 WRC plus, which is 18th against lefties, I believe, for the I'm drawing a blank if Keller is a lefty or a righty right now for some reason. Keller is a righty. Okay, he is a righty. So against righties there, I know I type these in right when I type them in, but I draw blank sometimes on pitchers. And the Pirates, one thing that makes me not interested in backing them is against right-handed pitching. They're dead last in baseball. 64 WRC plus, 30th in base in MLB during that time. For me, I can only look under in this game. And I think I want to pull the trigger on the under here in this spot. I'm getting, wow, That feels really high for a first 5, considering the total's down to a 7. I can get a first 5 under 4, minus 120 over on Bet365. I'm going to move on that.
Sorry, I was typing. It's another one of those matchups. I know I've been a big Cubbies person this year. Honestly, for me, it's kind of a lean towards the Pirates in this game. Cubbies have kind of shown a little bit of cracks. They've now lost 2 series in a row to Atlanta and Pittsburgh, and this one's at home, which is a little bit they haven't lost this series yet. They have an opportunity to split the series, but I don't know that they don't have their guy that I like with Magana on the mound. We had him yesterday. This just seems like a Pirate spot, and I know we've been higher on Mitch Keller. He's been fairly consistent over his career. He got the opening day start the last couple of years, and I don't know. This just seems like I want to go after Pittsburgh here, but not enough for me to want to actually pull the trigger.
Fair. I do agree with it. I do agree with the Pittsburgh lean.
Okay. I will say Pittsburgh will be a third play up on the site if we get nothing else.
Okay.
So we'll head back to the chat. Cubs. I cannot say that I'd be interested in the Cubs today. Maybe Brewers first 5. It could be. That's not a bad option. Cubs money line in the under. Marlins, Nerfy, and whoever they play money line as usual. I like it. I love that you're on the same wagon with us. That's great. What do you guys think about the Nerfy first 5 under Tampa Bay and Toronto? I can see it. Cubs bullpen better? Yes, it is. The only Cubs pitcher I want to back is Imagina and Assad. I could agree with Assad as well, for sure. All right, Nick. I even though whatever happened last game, I still want to think I still want to go Angels again here.
Yeah. Looking at this game for me real quick. I mean, I know I try to avoid what happened last night type of thing when looking at games, but it absolutely made me more interested in the Angels in this game here. Line opened up at a 152. It's a 153. So we've had really no line movement here towards a 1 cent line movement towards Texas. Line opened up at an 8.5 and minus 125. It's now an 8.5 minus 115. So we've had a 10-cent line movement towards the under here in this one as well. 97% of the tickets, 98% of the cash on the over. The line moving towards the under. And 79% of the tickets, 73% of the cash coming in on the Rangers with only a 1 cent line movement towards them. I did a free pick video on this game last night. This is the game I chose because I did really want to talk about it because I also watched the last few innings of the game last night. We have Jose Soriano versus Michael Lorenzen. Soriano, 3.04 ERA, 1.31 whip, 8.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 4.56 walks per nine, a 292 BABIP, but 307 FIP, and a 3.82 SIERA. On the flip side, Michael Lorenzen, 4.35 ERA, 1.19 whip, 6.68 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 3.77 walks per nine, a 235 BABIP, a 5.18 FIP, and a 4.67 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Angels. Hitting edge goes slightly towards the Rangers. 106 WRC plus, which is 11th, compared to 101, which is 14th. I played the LA Angels money line and plus 140 last night. I like this spot for the Angels. They have the pitching advantage. They have the bullpen advantage. Hitting is slightly towards the Rangers. Nothing crazy, though. And I look for major positive regression here. In the 13 innings last night, the LA Angels went 0 for 18 with runners in scoring position. I expect that to massively positively regress. And I did bet them plus 140 last night. You can still get plus 140 over on ESPN Bet. The line has dropped a little bit, though, on other books. And I think this is also a good spot and I'm gonna place this bet as well. I'm gonna add some Angels money line here over on DraftKings with the up 2-run promo. I think this is the best spot for the up 2-run promo today, is the Angels money line. They are a road dog that it's a road dog. And one thing I kind of want to look a little bit more into when it comes to these road dogs with the up 2 promo, does the favorite have a vulnerable pitcher on the mound? Michael Lorenzen, 100% a vulnerable pitcher, in my opinion. He has an ERA in the 4s. He has a FIP in the Sierra in the low 5s and high 4s. I could see them getting to Michael Lorenzen early in this game. I could see this game being 2-0 at the end of the first inning. So I'm going to add some plus 136, but I'm only adding this strictly for the purpose of the up 2-run promo. So I'm adding some Angels money line plus 136 as well. I got him plus 140 last night.
Yes, Angels. Let's continue to fade the Texas Rangers, which I know you put the Arizona Diamondbacks in the same spot of overrated, or not overrated, overvalued after their run in the playoffs last year, and we see that a lot. We saw it early in the NHL season with the Florida Panthers as well, and the Vegas Golden Knights. And I think we continue to see it with Texas here. I am on the Angels here again, and we're gonna keep going with trying to fade Texas and make money with it. So Angels money line for the third day in a row. I got it at plus 141. Go Angels.
There you
go. Angels, yes. All right. I think you're the one that asks all the time with that. Who do you think hits a home run on this slate?
I think last time he said this, I said JD Martinez, and he hit a home run to make it like 10-3. So
and I said Adley Rutschman, and he won the game that day with a walk-off home
run. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna look over the slate real quick. Let's see.
I have a guy in mind. I want to look up what his home run prop is though, because this is fun. I'll get in just a second. Hold on. Maybe I might not.
I want to take. I have a guy in mind. I have a guy in mind. I didn't bet this game at all, but he's this is a freaking bomb. I might throw $5 on this just to throw $5 on this. Over on ESPN Bet, I can get 7-1 for this guy to hit a home run. We get a good lefty versus righty matchup, and a game where I lean towards this guy's team. From the Washington Nationals, give me CJ Abrams plus 700.
Ooh, I like that. I won't steal that one, but I like that one a lot. I'll go Mr. Witt. Let's go Bobby Witt Jr. Plus 300 for a home run prop. There you go. Bobby Witt Jr. That's my shot in the dark. Yeah, you guys are good as hell. Yeah, we had one home run prop last time. Nick has a guy in mind. Nice. Nick always has a guy. Anyways, 4 games left.
San Francisco Giants and the Colorado Rockies. Giants minus 190 favorites. Total of 7.5 in this game. Dakota Hudson and Jordan Hicks, your pitching matchup, where the line opened up at a minus 175. It's up to a 198. So we do have it's moved into the threshold. So we'll take a look there. Line opened up in 8.5, even money. It's down to a 7.5. So it'll move towards the under and a move towards the Giants. We have 93% of tickets, 98% of the cash on the Giants, with the line moving towards them. The line up into that threshold now. And then 99% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the over as well, with the line moving towards the under. I'm seeing a lot of 99 and 99s on these overs today. So a lot of public overs today, which does draw the interest into the under for me in this game, but more than any total in this game. This one's pretty simple. Everything correlates for this, Tim. It's San Fran run line for me. And I'm getting it over on Fanatics at plus 110. I'm going to go pull the trigger there.
Is that a cash cow?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, are you frozen?
Nope, I'm good. Yes.
Oh, okay. You said yes to cash cow?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, either my computer froze for a minute or your. Okay, we're good. No, we're good now. I'm jumping on there with you. We've been back in these along with Mr. Trey Torrance, and he's been rocking and rolling with it. So yeah, let's keep rolling with the cash cow here. San Francisco Giants in this one.
Yeah, and for me, for tracking purposes, this is a plus 110. I was able to get plus 121 boosted on Fanatics.
Nice.
Yeah.
My computer is being a little bit slow right now. Anyways, I like the CJ Abrams. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's a cash cow. Robert. Anyways, Polar Bear and Gunner or Adley for me. Hey, you'll never hear me say no to one of the either Adley or Gunner. Because honestly, Gunnar Henderson's been probably the best player in the American League right now, in my opinion, at the moment.
And by the way, I ended up throwing $5, just a small bet, just to mess around with it. I don't bet home run props, but I've cashed a couple of these that I've thrown out there. And on Fanatics, I used my last boost, which was a 50% boost on this one here. Over half a home run, I got it at plus 1125 for CJ Abrams. So there we go. Plus 1175 or 1125, CJ Abrams home run. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Detroit Tigers in this one here. Diamondbacks minus 150 favorites, total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have this line opened up at a 150. It's now a 136. So we've had a move towards the Detroit Tigers, looking to complete the sweep here. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 105. It's up into an 8.5 minus 117. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here, where we have 75% of tickets and 64% of the cash on the Diamondbacks with the line moving towards the Tigers. And we have 90% of the tickets and 90% of the cash on the over with the line moving towards that over. We have, let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Matt Manning versus Jordan Montgomery. Matt Manning, 6.10 ERA, 1.84 whip. I do expect much better from him, though. 10.45 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 2.61 walks per nine, a 4.55 BABIP. I definitely think that'll go down. 2.92 FIP and a 3.62 Sierra. So he's throwing it at a 6 ERA right now, but he should be pitching in the high 2s, low 3s is where my projections have him. Jordan Montgomery, 4.67 ERA, 1.41 whip. 5.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 2.86 walks per nine, a 3.11 BABIP, a 4.24 FIP, and a 4.73 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Tigers. Hitting edge slightly goes towards the Diamondbacks, but I can really care less about the hitting edge because it's 85 WRC plus, which is 22nd in baseball, versus 76, which is 26th. This is Detroit Tigers money line for me to complete the sweep in this one. Public on the Diamondbacks, line moving towards the Tigers definitely piques my interest there. I think Jordan Montgomery is actually the pitching disadvantage in this game. When you look at the advanced numbers, I think Matt Manning should be better. And you have the bullpen edge towards them, and hitting is pretty much a wash because they both suck. So I can get over on ESPN bet plus 125. Give me a little bit of Motor City Kitty action here.
Yeah, I was looking that way, but nothing I'm going to end up getting involved in. Arizona, once again, was a team that I was high on coming into the year, and they have been very disappointing. It is what it is. I would lean towards the Tigers in this one with you, getting a little bit of plus money. Tigers going for the sweep, but not anything I really am going to go after for this one. So this one's going to be a pass again for me.
Fair.
I'll have a play in the Sunday night baseball game.
Yeah, this is definitely a Tigers team I was higher on than I was Diamondbacks, which is crazy to say because the Diamondbacks were a World Series team last year.
Yes. San Fran money line, Tigers, over in both game sevens. Nick likes the under in both game sevens. I like the over in the Nuggets game. I think 197.5 is way too low. So I will let you talk about this game because I really don't bet Dodger games all that often.
Yeah, we have the Cincinnati Reds and the LA Dodgers, -175 for the Dodgers, total of 8.5 in this game. It's saying undecided, but I'm projecting Yoshinobu Yamamoto, say that 10 times fast, and Hunter Green. Line opened up at a 170 for the Dodgers. It's not moved. Line opened up at 8.5 -105. It's not moved. We have 95% of the tickets, 99% of the cash on the Dodgers, with the line not moving. 72% of tickets, 70% of the cash on the over, with the line not moving. Hunter Green has actually been pretty good this year. 2.56 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 7.96 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 3.69 walks per nine, a 250 BABIP, a 2.99 FIP, and a 4.36 ERA. On the flip side, Yamamoto, 2.56 ERA, 1.01 WHIP, 9.09 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 1.71 walks per nine, a 259 BABIP, a 3.30 FIP, and a 3.20 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards the Dodgers. Hitting edge goes towards the Dodgers, 125 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 74th, which is 29th. I'm going to be once again on the Reds here in this game, and I'm not high on Yamamoto. I think Yamamoto was probably one of the more overrated Japanese pitchers coming in. So I have no problem fading Yamamoto, and I can get +150 over on DraftKings with the Cincinnati Reds. I'm going to take a little Cincinnati here at +150.
I know you like to fade them every single game. That's fine. I choose to just kind of stay away from Dodger games. I do think the Dodgers are overvalued, but they've been winning. So it's kind of tough to say let's fade them when they're 14 games over 500, and they're only gonna get better. So no, this is not really a Dodger team now. I'm gonna go and fade every single day. I know you like doing it. Good luck to you. I'll have a play in the Sunday Night Baseball game.
Yeah, and I end up updating my numbers last night and putting a post out on Twitter about this. The Dodger fade this year so far, I've faded them in every single game except for two, and that was against Miami. Both those games. And the only reason I did that because I'm also fading the Miami Marlins every day. I'm 17-28 fading the Dodgers this year. I'm 11 games under 500 fading the Dodgers this year, and and it's down to 1.78 units. So right at there, let me make sure that record's right. Because did that update? Oh nope, I'm 17-29. I'm 12 games under 500 and only down 1.78 units doing it. Remember, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I think over the long run, I mean, if the Dodgers are 12 games over 500 right now, and it took for them to get, I believe, 10 games under in order for me to be negative, or 10 games over for me to be negative on this, it's going to take a lot for the Dodgers to remain a profitable team. And I'm banking on them having a couple stretches where they lose 5 of 8 games. And they lose 5 out of 8 games. I'm up 4 units probably. So with that being said, I'm on the Reds here +150.
Yes. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Maybe the Reds can win. Maybe they could. I'm not banking on it. But did I hear it's Yamamoto Day today? Yes, it is. It is indeed Yamamoto Day. Reds money line. Reds first 5-year fee. DK promo. Could see the DK promo. I don't hate that. I'm going for the Worlds. I don't know what that means. Ohtani over bases. Sure, I could see that. Sunday Night Baseball, Nick.
Yeah, this is a game that I bet yesterday because it was the exact same matchup. They got postponed, and we're getting the same matchup again today. Let's get into it. And I think we're getting a slightly better price for the Padres if we're interested in going back to the window with the Padres. Line opened up at a 120 for Atlanta. It's down to a 116. Line opened up at an 8.5 -125. It's now a 9 at even money. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. We have 80% of the tickets, 89% of the cash on the Braves, with the line moving towards the Padres in this game here. And we have 72% of the tickets, 69% of the cash is on the over in this one as well in this spot. We have Yu Darvish, who's been phenomenal as of late, a 0 ERA in his last 30 days, 3 starts, shut him, three starts, no earned runs, 0.59 whip, 7.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 1.06 walks per nine, a 182 BABIP, a 1.7 FIP, and a 3.18 CR. Bryce Edler's kind of struggled, 4.79 ERA, 1.65 whip, 6.97 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%, 3.48 walks per nine, a 365 BABIP, a 4.91 FIP, and a 4.19 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards the Padres. Hitting edge goes towards the Padres. Market moving towards the Padres. Public on the Braves. You know where I'm going with this one here, by the way. 120 WRC plus these San Diego Padres against right-handed pitching. And the Braves have struggled versus righties this year, which is why they're such an under team this year. 76 WRC plus, which is 27th. They've gone under in 10 straight games. I would lean first 5 under in this game as well, but I'm probably just going back to the Padres here.
I want to go under and Padres. This has been a Braves team that's been a heavy under team. 10 straight unders, and I believe it's 19-1-1 the last 20 games to the under. So just a heavy under team that I want to get involved with. Plus, it's a Sunday night game, which normally trends towards unders. And it's Yu Darvish versus Bryce Edler. Darvish has been fantastic. Edler, I think, could slow down a Padres team that I do not believe in. But I do like the Padres as well. I think I'm gonna double down in this one. The Padres in the under for me.
My worry is that the Padres light up Edler, because Edler's not been good, and the Padres really hit right-handed batters, which is why I stayed off right-handed pitching, which is why I stayed off of the under in this game, because I can see this game being one where the Braves do get a couple runs off of maybe the Padre bullpen and maybe a run or two off of Darvish, and this game finishes 8-4. Like that's my main concern with that. If you're looking to bet the over, I only want the Padres in this game.
That's all we're gonna put up. That's fine. Actually, it's 6. All right. But that is all the games for today. Good, Nick. Good work. An hour and a half worth of a show. Let's quickly go back to the chat before we pay bills and head on out. Braves, no. I'm going to be Padres with this one. Yes, Padres, Pods. And morning, guys. Morning, Michael. Buena. I'm going to post that out. By the way, member only, so there's no college baseball today. There was a couple of games, but nothing that I felt the need to go in bed. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. Bang, they're right above Nick's head now. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. They're also linked down in the description below. So we are posting to those every single day with little clips from the show. So if you guys are interested in all that, make sure you guys are following social medias there. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the YouTube channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. I will have a member-only post out once college baseball tournament futures come out. So because there should be some conference tournament futures. So stay tuned for that. I know Mississippi State to win the SEC is probably going to be one of them. But all that plus all the plays that we put up on the site. So if you guys are interested in that, bada bing, bada boom. Recap for me. I like the Pacers tonight. I like the Nuggets in the over. And then for my plays, I do like the Baltimore Orioles every single day. I'm on the Rays today, the Mets today. I'm going to go right back to the Royals run line. I kind of lean Pirates. It's close. Angels today, Giants today, run line. And then the San Diego Padres in the under. Nick?
Yeah. In basketball, under 208.5 Knicks and Pacers. Denver Nuggets first half -2.5. Denver Nuggets full game -4.5. -110 for the first half over on DraftKings. -115 for the full game over on Fanatics. Boston Reds in the MLB. Boston Red Sox -125. Fanatics. Chicago White Sox first 5 +240. Bet365. Chicago White Sox full game +260. FanDuel. Seattle Mariners and Baltimore Orioles first 5 under 4 -130. BetMGM. full game plus 125. Mariners money line, bet MGM. New York Mets money line minus 140, bet 365. Minnesota Twins first 5 minus 105, bet 365. Pittsburgh, Chicago first 5 under 4 minus 120, bet 365. LA Angels plus 140, FanDuel. San Francisco Giants run line plus 110, Fanatics. Cincinnati Reds plus 150, DraftKings. Detroit Tigers plus 125, ESPN bet. And finishing it off the card there with Sunday Night Baseball, San Diego Padres plus 102 on DraftKings.
There you go. Back to the chat, and then we'll head on out. No hockey today. Feels bad. Nah, we're good. Thank you guys for the home run props. Let's get it. Let's go. Whit. Let's get a home run, Whit. Thanks, guys. All the love, brothers. Appreciate it, Calvin. My computer's being slow. I can't click. IIHF hockey, Austria, USA, Canada, and Slovakia. Good luck. Stop by, hit the like. Good luck today, strangers. Good luck to you too as well, Smoke. Oh, I haven't even capped the WNBA game. I forgot there was a WNBA game today. It will be up on the site. So make sure you guys, if you're interested, I'll put up as a free play later. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back with another one tomorrow. Peace out, guys.